Hey guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am finally going to be talking about something that you guys have been asking about for months now, which is of course my skincare routine. Now I've been meaning to do this for a really long time now, but as you guys may remember from a few videos back, I talked about having a bit of congestion around the sides of my face and also on my forehead. So I didn't really want to do a skincare routine because I wasn't 100% sure what was breaking me out. So I stripped everything back, I reassessed what I was chucking on my face, and as you can see, whatever I'm doing now, it's working a charm because my skin honestly hasn't been this clear in months now. So if you guys want to hear more about my skincare routine and what I've been putting on my face recently, please stay tuned. So I think I'm just going to do this kind of randomly because I've got so many products in front of me right now that I don't really know where to start. Okay, let's actually start off with something that I picked up yesterday. I did a little replenish, if I can just pick them all up. So first of all, I have just a few of these Holler & Glow face masks. I got sent some a while ago, and then I actually went to my local Primark, and they've just started stocking these as well, so I stocked up. So I've got two different types, I guess you could say. I've got these here, which are kind of like these little cartoony character ones, and then I've also got their Charge It masks as well. So like I said, you pick these up exclusively in Primark, and as you can see, they're £3, so they are super affordable. Let me see what I've got here. I've got the Feline Fine Mask. Haven't tried this one yet, but I picked it up because it's got a cat on it, obviously. I've also got this little guy, which is the Bare-Faced Charcoal Face Mask. Another new one is this Babes of Paradise one. It's a hydrating peel-off face mask, which I am very excited to try. I love anything that you can like peel off. Then we have probably one of my favorites out of like the little character range. It's this unicorn one, or what's it even called? The Rainbow Chaser Illuminating Purple Iridescent Peel-Off Face Mask. I mean, you guys can see why I like this so much. It's purple, it's iridescent, it's peel-off, and it's illuminating, so I love that. Another one I really like, especially for winter, is this Glowbot. Again, you can see why I love it so much. This one is the Glowbot Moisturizing Face Mask. And then another new one, which is a little bit different. This is the Fruit Loop Moisturizing Fruit Jelly Face Mask. I'll do a close-up of this one. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but it's literally like a cube of jelly in there, so I'm very interested in that one. Next, I have a bunch of the Charge It ones, which are probably my favorite out of the whole bunch because they just look so cool. I'll show you guys in a second. Again, these are peel off, which I love. So what I have here, a few of these I haven't tried, but the one that I have tried and I love is the Black Blemish Treatment one, which is the one that I think has really helped with a lot of my scarring and blemishes. So that's that one there. And as you can see, you do get quite a lot of product in here. And what I actually do is I'll maybe use this over the course of a few days. I'll apply it to wherever I've got blemishes. So before I put it like here, and maybe a little bit on my forehead, and I probably get around 3 or 4 days usage out of this if I'm just focusing on my blemishes. We've then got the White Clarifying one, and then also the Platinum Purifying one, which I'm looking forward to giving a go. And then we also have these little guys here, which are metallic peel-off face masks. Like this one actually comes out blue, this one's like a gold, this one's like a rose gold. And I can't remember what brand it was, but I swear someone did like a little collab with Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know if it was limited edition or if it's still available, but they had like these blue metallic face masks and I always wanted to try them. I saw them on Instagram for ages. I mean, just on how it looks, this seems pretty much identical to that. So this is the Sapphire Firming Peel Off Mask. And as I always say, I ain't getting any younger. I'm about to be 25 next month, which is terrifying. But yeah, this one works like a charm. Obviously, it's super affordable as well. I get a few lines across my forehead if I'm a little bit dehydrated, and this honestly gets rid of them. Like I put it on, leave it on for around 20 minutes or so, peel it off, wipe it away, and the lines have pretty much disappeared. They all have like a bunch of vitamins in them as well. Like for example, again, the Sapphire one, this one has vitamin C, which is obviously really great for your skin. This guy also works really well as a makeup base. I used it a few nights ago and then I decided to do some Instagram videos and my makeup went on so well. So yeah, I have been loving these recently. This one in particular to kind of keep my skin in check, and then the Black Blemish one just to get rid of any spots as and when I need it. So next we'll move on to kind of exfoliating slash other treatments. Don't really know what to call these because it's kind of a bit of a weird one. So here I have a bunch of, I guess you could call them exfoliators, but they all kind of do different things. So first of all, I start off with like your traditional exfoliator, one that has like the beads and everything. This one is from Leirac, a brand I've never really tried anything else from before, but I've used this for years. This is like my 3rd bottle or so. But this stuff does not mess around. It's the Micro Abrasion, what's it called? Oh, it's in French. Creme Exfoliante Lissante Visage. Don't know what that means, but this stuff is so good. So I apply this to dry skin. I find that works best, and it really scrubs your skin like nothing else. It's got like the tiniest little particles, and it just looks like a white cream, but the particles are so tiny that it really does scrub your face. Same sort of thing with a lot of exfoliants. If you use it, then make sure you apply SPF moisturizer throughout the day. But long story short, if you've got dry patches and if you want them gone, this stuff is great. Next up is another exfoliator, but as you can see, this is like a liquid form. So this one's from Badescu and it's the glycolic acid toner. I probably use this every other day, every 3 days, just kind of when I feel like my skin needs it. And all I do is I'll take a cotton pad, just pop a little bit on there, and I massage it over my skin after I've cleansed. Long story short, this stuff basically helps to dissolve your top layer of skin, which obviously makes your skin look a lot newer and a lot fresher. Also, if your skin is looking a little bit dull, then this stuff really, really helps as well. And then I'll quickly touch on something which is, again, very, very heavy duty. Ollie's just started using this to get rid of some of the scarring on his nose, and he has noticed a difference almost instantly. It is the Nip and Fab Glycolic Instant Fix Mask. Again, this stuff is no joke. It doesn't really look like anything. It's kind of just like a clear gel, but you apply it pretty much wherever you need it. I wouldn't necessarily use it all over your skin. If you have sensitive skin, stay away because this stuff burns. But in a good way, not in like a painful way, it just burns in like a way that you know it's doing something. Again, just like the Badescu one, it's got glycolic acid in it, so it's going to really help to brighten your skin, exfoliate it. After I had some extractions done on the side of my face and also on my forehead, I used this over the course of like a week, and it literally got rid of pretty much all the scarring. So yeah, this is fab, but again, be warned, it is not for the faint-hearted. So whilst we're on the topic of spots and all of those fun things, I'll quickly touch on another product by Badescu. This stuff again, lifesaver. So this here is the drying lotion, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of. And as you can see, I'll just turn it that way. As you can see, you've got like a pink sediment there, and then you've got like a clear liquid here. When I first got this, I thought you had to shake it, and then I looked on the bottle and it says, do not shake. So don't shake it. But basically you just get a cotton bud, dip it right down to the bottom so that you get some of the pink stuff on the cotton bud. Apply it to your spots and leave it overnight or whatever. Sometimes I'll even do it throughout the day when I'm at my desk, and sometimes I'll get a knock at the door and I'll have to go downstairs with like all these pink spots over my face. Around the time of the month, if you're anything like me, I'll always get some really angry looking spots like around my temples and on my chin and just around like the perimeters of my face. I use that stuff and the next day they are pretty much gone. They're all teeny tiny and dried up and way easy to cover with concealer. Next, I'll talk about my favorite cleanser, which I've probably been using for like 2 years or so now, and is this one from BareMinerals. It's called the Total Cleansing Oil. Not got much to say about this other than the fact that this stuff gets rid of everything. Waterproof mascara, liquid lipsticks, anything. I'll take maybe 1 pump for like a more natural look, but if I'm going full glam, then I'll take 2 pumps, massage it all over my skin. You'll pretty much end up looking like this guy here, like an absolute panda. I'll then wet my hands and just kind of massage that all over my skin, and it kind of turns into like a milky consistency. Then I'll just rinse it off and my face is just completely clean. So yeah, I've been using this for years now, and it's honestly the best cleanser I've come across. I'll then quickly touch on something else that I'll use mostly when I'm filming. I don't tend to use micellar water as just like an everyday cleanser, but when I'm filming, this stuff is a godsend. So I always used to use just a regular Garnier micellar water, which I do still really, really like, but they recently came out with this oil one, and I am obsessed. It takes off my makeup so much better than any other micellar water I've come across. And this one, you do shake, so you want to give it a good old shake, and then just apply it like you would a regular micellar water. I always used to use the original, but the oil one is so much better. But this stuff is just really, really good at taking off your makeup. Again, I wouldn't necessarily use it as an actual cleanser. You can remove your makeup and then maybe use this guy here. But if you just want to remove your makeup quickly, this stuff is so, so good. When I did that 10 last minute Halloween makeup looks, I used this stuff in between every single look. I literally filmed all of those looks in the same day, and I cleaned my face with this in between. And I mean, it got off everything from like regular makeup to some heavy duty face paint. It is really, really good. Next, I'll move on to serums and things like that. So you guys may recognize this from my date night makeup tutorial. It is the Starskin 7-Second Morning Mask. So it basically, if I can get it, it's basically these little pads, and on one side it's kind of exfoliating, and on the other side it's just got like soft cushiony pads, and this entire pot is filled with 170 ml of serum. And so you just exfoliate your skin with this side in the morning. I also do it in the evening, to be honest. You then flip it over and just kind of press the serum into your skin, and I've been loving how my skin looks after using them. Next, I'll move on to moisturizers, and again, just like everything else in this video, I'm a little bit extra when it comes to my moisturizers because I have 3. So first I'll start with my everyday moisturizer, which again, I'm sure you guys are very, very familiar with. I use this all the time in videos as a primer as well. It is the Embryollise Le Creme Concentrate. Long story short, this stuff is really, really moisturizing. It's fairly affordable as well, and it works really well as a primer under makeup. So it just kind of takes that extra step out of my day. Then when it comes to night cream, I kind of just use whatever I've got lying around. So this is the Clarins Multi-Active Nuit, which I've used for quite quite a long time now and it's just really nice. It doesn't really seem to do much. It's just, again, a really moisturizing cream. Again, it just targets fine lines and wrinkles, which is something that I'm interested in. So that works really, really well. Never had a problem with it. And there are products that I guess I use every other night or so. And again, if you are an OG subscriber, you will recognize this. It's the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo. I've been using this on and off pretty much since the start of my YouTube channel. And when I don't use it, I really, really notice a difference. Again, this doesn't really look like much. It just looks like a standard everyday kind of moisturizer. I started using this maybe 4 years ago or so when I found that I had a lot of congestion on my chin. Nothing, and I mean nothing, would get rid of it. And I saw an advert for this, so I thought I would give it a go. I used this for maybe 2 weeks or so, and I didn't really notice much of a difference. And then one day, I woke up and I realized that it was literally pushing everything out of my face. So I did have that little situation on my chin to deal with for around about a week or so, but once it went, literally I never got those bumps on my chin ever again. So if you do find that you have quite congested skin or you suffer with a lot of blackheads or something, give this a go. It's pretty cheap and you can normally get it like half off in Boots or whatever. Chances are your skin will get worse before it gets better, but honestly it is so worth it because like I said, nothing would get rid of those blackheads on my chin apart from this. Next, I'll just quickly touch on eye cream. Again, I'm not overly fussed when it comes to eye creams, but I do really like this one. I've been using it for a few months now. It's the BareMinerals Skin Longevity one. Again, like my nighttime moisturizer, I don't have too much to say about this, but it seems to work really well. I don't find that I'm getting fine lines or anything like that, but it's really, really moisturizing, sinks in really quickly, it seems to do the job. I haven't got any fine lines or anything like that under my eyes, and it seems to work really nicely under makeup as well. Now this is really annoying because this is actually one of my favorite facial oils of all time, but it's been discontinued. Why, Sunday Riley? Why? But this one here is the Artemis oil from Sunday Riley. I won't talk about this too much since, like I said, it is discontinued now, so you'd have a hard time getting it. It smells really weird. Like, it smells really, really weird. I don't know if I love it or hate it. It's kind of like this strange lemony herby smell, but oh my god, does this stuff work. It just makes you look so glowy and so healthy. If you can get your hands on it, do, because it is fab. And then last but not least, I have another facial oil which you can get your hands on. This is the Glow Drops from the Hero Project, but I don't like to use this by itself. I'll show you guys. This is a little bit weird. I use it with this guy. So this little guy is the Ying Jade facial roller. I think that's what it's called. I've had it for ages. I remember, I think it was Viviana Does Makeup, now that Anna Edit. I think she mentioned this in a video like 3 or 4 years ago or something, and I asked for it for Christmas one year and I got it, and I pretty much never used it. But I've been using this recently, and apparently Jade is really good for like healing your skin, but I've also been kind of like, I don't know what it's called, you kind of sweep your skin to get rid of like toxins or whatever. I've been using this oil with this little guy and it seems to be working. So basically I'll just apply this guy all over my skin and then I'll basically roll this outwards, and what you're meant to do is essentially just roll it outwards, and then when you get to like this gland or this lymph node or something, you're supposed to bring it down to the next lymph node, which I think is like somewhere down here, and it's basically meant to flush toxins out of your skin. Don't really know the science behind it, but I'm pretty sure my skin's cleared up a lot since I've used it, so I'm gonna keep on using it. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that I've been putting on my face recently, and it seems to be doing the job. Let me know what's in your everyday skincare routine in the comment section down below, and if you're going to be picking up any products that I have featured today. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.